We'll get more insight here from Shefty. What more can you tell us about this injury and the timeline of a recovery?
Yeah, Field, I'll go and give you the latest update right now. Carson Wentz is about to go in as we start this show to have surgery on that foot. He is having it performed in Indianapolis by the orthopedic foot doctor, Dr. David Porter, who is on the Colts staff and regarded as one of the foremost experts in this particular area. They are doing the surgery today. And initially, when we heard that Carson Wentz was hurt on Friday, the first communication that came my way was that it was a 6 to 8 week injury. And then on Saturday, it certainly sounded like surgery was the likely option, but they still were going through the options because they wanted to preserve the right in the event that he decided, you know what, I'll let this heal on his own. But all along, they never felt entirely comfortable that that was going to be the case, and that's why they opted yesterday to have the surgery today, this afternoon, and they're giving it a broad range of 5 to 12 weeks because, frankly, they don't know exactly how well and quickly the foot will heal after the surgery this afternoon. Once they get an idea of how soon it will heal, then they'll know how quickly he can come back. I think it's probably unrealistic, considering his injury history, to think that he's going to be back sooner rather than later, but I don't think it'll be much beyond the 5 weeks after that once he does come back. But these are all decisions that will be influenced by how quickly he comes back from the surgery that's about to happen as we film this show today.
Well, their season debut is 6 weeks from yesterday. For some perspective on the timeline, Dan, you are one of the few inhabitants of Carson Wentz Island still.
Hall of Fame pedigree.
Mina's got a voodoo doll of Carson Wentz. That's my reaction. I think it's important to clarify that I was scheduled to work today. I didn't just come in wearing Colts blue strictly because of this news. My first reaction is, okay, for the Colts, the biggest question is, do they believe it's closer to the 5 week time frame or the 12-week time frame? Because if it's the 5 week time frame, he's going to miss maybe a game or two. That doesn't have a tremendous amount of impact on their season, specifically with 17 games and 7 teams in the playoffs. If it's the 12-week time frame, he's going to miss 5 or 6 games, almost a third of their season, and obviously a tremendous amount of impact on their season. So they got to figure that out.
Yep.
Number 2, what does Jacob Eason look like? Their 4th-round pick out of Washington from last year. Because living in the world where they believe it's a 5 or 6 week time frame, he's going to miss 2 or 3 games. If Jacob Eason looks capable, can he be capable to go and maybe sneak out a win in that first 2 or 3 weeks? If that's the case, then you just kind of pause. You don't panic and think, I've got to go make a move for somebody. If Jacob Eason shows he's capable. If you believe he's struggling and Carson Wentz is going to be closer to that 12-week time frame, then you've got a situation where you're starting to have conversations in your building. But it all depends on the Colts asking the question and being honest.
Be honest.
Do I think it's closer to 5 or do I think it's closer to 12?
12.
Yeah, that is a very difficult question because of all the uncertainty and also because, as you said, Dan, they've got to make a decision right now. What are we going to do with our roster? Are we going to pursue a trade? And as you said, the necessity to do that is contingent on how long Carson Wentz is going to be out.
Yeah.
As far as Eason goes, so watching him in college, big arm, one of the biggest arms probably in the NFL. He's got a cannon. He's athletic. But the reason why he was taken in the 4th round is because he was a raw prospect. He's toolsy but raw. Had to work on his processing, intermediate accuracy, touch. He's a developmental prospect. And frankly, this is not a team that can afford to start a developmental quarterback because it's a team that should be contending for.
Hold up. Eastside Herald.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
The division. Without Wentz, this is a team that has the best defense, I think, in the AFC South. Incredible offensive line, decent weapons, very good coaching staff. It would be a shame if they were not able to eke out a few wins in Wentz's absence. And I think they have to be honest with themselves about what they have in Eason right now, because they're going to have to make a decision as to, okay, how do we address this hole in the roster? And can he actually get us over that hump? I'm not so sure.
Well, and Mina, keep in mind, a lot of people talking about what are the possible options, who are the potential replacements.
Nick Foles.
And everybody seems to be drawn to the name Nick Foles. Because Chicago has Andy Dalton and Justin Fields on its roster. It doesn't really need Nick Foles. Nick Foles has $9 million in guaranteed money due the next 2 years. So far, there haven't been any conversations that have gone on between the Bears and Colts. The Colts have had the chance the last couple of years to make a run at Nick Foles, and I think both sides have danced around it. Neither side has moved forward with it. And as one person said today, if the Colts were to do that, they really wonder how Carson Wentz would react emotionally to that. So I don't know that the Nick Foles option is a viable one right now. Now, again, let's see how he's healing. Let's see how he comes back. I think with Carson Wentz's injury history, it's probably unrealistic to think he'll be back for the opener.
You know, Chef, the players often shy away from trade rumors. Nick Foles served it up on a platter for us earlier today. Take a listen.
Listen, Frank Reich is one of my favorite, if not favorite, coaches of all time. He understands me as a player. He understands me as a person. But, you know, right, I haven't had any talks with him. I don't know. I'm a Chicago Bear right now. But I think if he knows me, he understands.
Come get me. He said, "Come get me. I want to pitch slash Carson."
In the playoffs, where he changed the offense and built it around me, and y'all saw what happened. So he understood my mentality as a player, and he was able to build it around me and put me in a successful position and my teammates. But that being said, they have Carson, and Carson and I have a lot of history. I have a lot of respect for Carson. He's a tremendous player. He's going through adversity once again, but he'll bounce back. And you know what? He might miss a few games, but I know he'll be back out there, but we haven't had any talks. So right now I'm a Chicago Bear, and I'm going to keep slinging with these third stringers, and we're going to dice them up.
Oh, you know what? Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu. And as always, I want to thank you all for coming in and watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Let's get open for business. And the football guys are down here. Let me make sure. I've been changing some stuff around, so let me double check and make sure the mic is working. Mic check.
Mic sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice, check two. My mic sound nice, check three.
Are you ready? What's up, good people? How you doing tonight, Mike Holmes?
I'm good.
You're good? You excited? Man, you know what? You know
what'd be funny though?
What would be funny?
If they actually traded for Nick Foles.
Oh my God!
And I know it's not going to happen, but they won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. I'll be rooting if that was a snare. I'll be rooting for it in the Super Bowl if that actually happened. Just because of Carson Wentz.
You know what? But before we get on to it, let's recognize the lovely ladies in here. Look, I see Gina, or should I say? Hold up. Damn, Gina. I see Sheila. What's up, Sheila? I see Tay Cowboys. What's up, Tay? Stacy Schubert, also known as Roland's Reviews. There's Lola. What's up, Lola? Let's see. Did I miss any of the lovely ladies in the place with the style and grace? I think I saw. Did I see Miss Anita Applebaum?
I think she was in there. I think I saw her.
Okay. If I missed one of the lovely ladies, just leave another comment. Just come in and say, pew, pew, pew. Wake up. You missed me. I apologize. I've got a lot of things on my mind right now. And see, I love this. Because if you're Carson Wentz right now, you are having literally deja vu. You are literally, were they even in pads? Were they? I don't even think they were in pads. And he broke his foot.
But if Nick Foles, I'm telling you, if Nick Foles goes to the Colts and somehow they make it to the Super Bowl, I'm going to be rooting for the Colts.
I
have to, because that's another stab at Carson Wentz.
This is crazy, but you see Dan Orlowski, he's just like, this is the same guy who said that Carson Wentz has an Hall of Fame pedigree. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but Hall of Fame and Carson Wentz have nothing in common.
Dak Prescott's more Hall of Fame than this guy.
Look, hold on.
At least Dak Prescott won the
This guy? had to dust that off. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since we played that one because he's literally left the building. So I guess let's just move on from Carson Wentz because that's got nothing to do with us. You know, there's Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? But that's crazy because the reality, look, you got a fourth string quarterback and it's not Dak Prescott. Do you call up Phillip Rivers and see if he comes out of retirement? He knows the offense at least. Quite frankly, his numbers weren't bad last year.
If I was Phillip Rivers, I would just retire.
Well, he's already retired, but I'm saying maybe you could coach him.
Family and my 11 plus kids.
It's him or Nick Foles. You want Andy Dalton, who doesn't know anything? Joanne Gonzalez, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for that super chat. We'll be doing another draw. We'll be doing another drawing here tonight. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna be doing. Before I get on to the Dallas Cowboys, who will be practicing tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a big day because Dak is supposed to be getting looked at today as far as his shoulder goes, and it'll be interesting to see if he actually throws some tomorrow. Now, here's where the Cowboys are right now. They've done all their installs of the basic playbook. They've got all that in. Everything has been thrown at them and everything else. Here's the playbook. Learn this. And now what they will do is they will fine tune it so that way it fits the teams that they're playing. Tomorrow will be game planning for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they'll have a practice tomorrow. They'll travel. They'll probably have a walkthrough on Wednesday, and then they play, of course, Thursday night. Dollar Bill is losing his value as an Eagles fan. Dollar Bill. Who's Dollar Bill?
Now, let me ask you this question.
What question is that?
What does Phil have to say about this? Because that hurts their chances of getting that number one pick.
You know what? Actually, at this point, they're lucky they got 2 number 2s for his ass. I mean, seriously.
They still got 2 number 1s.
Listen. For whatever reason, everybody keeps thinking that he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's not like he was Joe Montana. He had 13 games in one season that he played real good. I dare say that RG3 has a better record than he does. RG3 at least got his team to the playoffs, and I think they won a playoff game.
Who?
RG3 with Washington?
Yeah, I think they won at least one.
And he was rookie of the year. I dare say that he's done more than Carson Wentz has. Carson Wentz has played, 4 plays in the playoffs and got hurt?
But if you're Chicago right now, you're like, we dodged the bullet on that one.
Oh, my God. You really do.
King's ransom.
You really do. And if you're the Colts, I mean, you're Frank Wright, you done went ahead and bet the farm on trying to get this guy. If you're the Eagles, you're probably mad that we're not going to get the number 1 pick, but you also got to say, damn, maybe we dodged a bullet, because how'd you like to be if you'd kept him in here, he's injured now, and you got the whole court. I mean, that whole thing is just a mess. I'm glad that that's not us. But back to our Cowboys, okay? Because, we got nothing to do with Colts. My poor cousin who's a Colts fan, I need to actually talk to him because he was already mad about, about getting Carson Wentz to begin with. But see, that's what happens when you go to the scratch and dent pile. You don't buy discounted appliances. You look at it and say, well, that dishwasher is only $200. It said it's been factory, repaired. It's been factory repaired, okay? It's like new. Okay, the shit broke when it came out the factory. Now we're repairing the shit from the factory? No. It don't last. It don't last. And there's no warranty with Carson Wentz. But back to my quarterback. Tomorrow will be interesting to see if Dak is actually throwing in practice tomorrow. Now, there's no reason for him to practice and throw because they're going to be traveling on Wednesday. They're going to be playing on Thursday. He will be staying in Oxnard. They come back Friday, and they have practice against the Rams. Unless you're looking at this and saying, okay, we want Dak to practice against the Rams. Then you might want to practice tomorrow to try and knock off some of the rust. So that way you're not completely going, a whole week without practice or a week and a half, and then you're going against another team. So that may be the reason that you might see him throw tomorrow. He's not going to the game as well as D-Law.
Is not going.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Philly 500. How do you feel about Carson Wentz and possibly not getting that number 1? How do you feel? But thank you for that $5 super chat, Philly. We'll take your money.
We appreciate your money. Just like, I love how trolls come in and pay you. That's what.
Is he paying you for the autographs?
No,
little by little?
Yeah, that's what it is. He's paying me back for those autographs. He doesn't know that I've actually jinxed it. Okay, he doesn't know that there's bad Muju on the trophy there.
I thought he was bad luck.
Well, actually, I think Philly 500. Yeah, I think you are the bad luck jinx for the Eagles.
Not getting that number
I
one.
gotta say it. You talked about Devontae Smith. Oh man, Smith's gonna be great and everything, and all of a sudden he gets hurt. You came in and you talked about Carson Wentz being in great shape and everything, and
I knew it would happen, Mark. I knew it would mother humping happen. You know? I'm pissed off, man. I'm frustrated because it pisses me off. Because that little bitch boy Carson Wentz, fat as hell last year, couldn't run, eating donuts between snaps. This guy comes in phenomenal shape. Phenomenal shape. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't you come in last year phenomenal? Oh yeah, I forgot. Because Doug Peterson wanted him to stay in the pocket, so he told him to get bigger. But Carson, he didn't get bigger the right way. He got fat. So now, everybody's like, oh, Phil, you're crazy. He ain't fat. He's always been like that. He just stinks now. I said, no. He's fat. He's fat. He's going to go to Indianapolis, and you watch. He's going to come in perfect shape. Perfect shape. What happens, Mark? What happens?
I'll start your point.
Carson Wentz comes in, he looks 30 pounds later. My God, he looks thin. It's ridiculous. Then he's going to go out and light it up, and I'm going to have to watch that crap. He better get me that first round pick. And thank God we have Jalen Hurts. Because I don't
okay, so Philly, while you're in here, shout out to you being a great sport, man. I appreciate you, man.
You good people there.
How do you feel about Carson Wentz getting hurt? And if he is out for the 12 weeks, he's not going to be able to play 75% of their snaps.
Yeah, because that's.
And would you like to see the Colts go ahead and get Nick Foles? Wouldn't that be some? I mean, if you really want to see some imploding, that would be it. So I'm just curious how you feel about that.
He'll be back is week 2, but I doubt he'll be back. Carson Wentz.
He's supposed to be back.
No, I say if you say if you're saying 5 to a week, as soon as will be maybe.
He won't be. Listen. Okay.
I'm not saying.
All right. So he's back in 5 weeks and back out in 6. Okay, because he can't. Listen.
I'm not saying he will be.
They weren't even in pads. They weren't in pads, man. He didn't take a hit and get hurt. He tripped over a donut. Right, Philly? He tripped.
Now, people are saying, too, I heard, that people are saying this is an injury they had since he was in high school, making excuses for the man. Making excuses.
Okay, then why didn't you get it fixed in all these years? Okay, you had time where you were getting your back fixed. You had time where you were getting your knee fixed. Well, let me go ahead. See, that's where Dak Prescott. See, that's where a lot of people tried to kill Dak. Dak had a second surgery. He said, you know what? I'm going to be out. Let me go ahead and clean up my ankle because this is some shit that's been bothering me for a while.
Yeah, but I'm just going by what Talking Heads said. One of the Talking Heads said that.
Because they always, just like when he took himself out for a concussion, he's so brave and so smart for not playing through injury. If that had been Dak Prescott, they would have said, man, he's just a big, you know what I'm talking about, a big cat, big fat cat. Okay.
Oh, another 5.
Let's face it, he is glass. But I'm okay with the second. Oh, I'm guaranteed right now, Philly, you got to look at this and say, damn, I'm okay with number 2s because he's not worth a ham sandwich right now. I'm not. Excuse me. He's not worth a potted meat sandwich right now. Miss Charles, what's up? Okay, all right, let's move right on. And oh, by the way, Philly, you better stop talking about your players. I'm telling you, every time you talk about one of your players, they get hurt. I'm telling you, you got to stop. Just like when you said, I don't want Justin Jefferson, he's ass. He turns out to be great. It's just like everything's opposite you say, dog. It's opposite. Remember when you said, oh, we got big plays play. He's going to shut down Amari Cooper. He's going to, and it's like big play made on him slay. You know what I'm saying, Philly? Listen, just trying to tell you. Maybe you ought to try and change up what you're doing.
Williams.
Under promise, over deliver.
E-girls, fans.
So that would be my suggestion to you. And speaking about under delivering, You know, I love Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is actually really cool people. I kid because I love Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is cool people. Like I said, every time I've seen Jerry Jones, he'll talk to anybody. If you talk to me, he'll talk to anybody.
Because he wants that exposure.
Well, he also wants that money too. Because when Tracy said, he's got all kinds, he's got more Cowboys. Oh, really? You got lots of, give me that money. Give me that. He literally went like this, give me that cat. Because he'll just suck that money right out of you. Jerry Jones, instead of talking about the team that I built that, 500 coaches could win the Super Bowl with, right now he's sitting there, it's kind of like David versus Goliath. He's just like, I'm just hoping we can compete. And maybe he's trying to do what I suggested for you to do, Philly, to try reverse psychology, because expectations are building blocks to resentments. We keep getting told the Dallas Cowboys got all kinds of talent. Dallas Cowboys, could be the first team to host a Super Bowl in their own, stadium.
No, Jerry Jones is the one that added more fuel to the fire that year. And then what happens? Our rival wins.
That brought in Jason Garrett.
Our rival won the Super Bowl in our house. Green Bay Packers.
Aaron freaking Rodgers. I don't even remember. I was there. I was there in the snow and everything else that week.
That's one of the few Super Bowls I actually watched, and it was sad to see them winning our home.
Well, you know what Charles Haley said.
I know, he made a house for losers.
He built a house for, and thus far, you can't disagree with Charles Haley, and you wouldn't want to disagree with Charles Haley because Charles will jack your ass up, or he used to would jack your ass up.
Are we under 500 at home?
What do you mean?
I thought
we're a little bit above 500.
I remember one year we were under 500.
Although I got to check after last season because last year was pretty bad. Yeah, last year was. But anyway, see, you guys are getting me off my game. See, Philly 500 came in here, and I just want to pull out jokes. But regardless of that, speaking of jokes, okay, Philly 500. I appreciate the fact that you actually put somebody else in your intros. That you went after Bad Dog and Cop Pizzle. I'm happy that you did that. If you can find some Washington ones to make fun of, we cool. We cool then, okay? We'll call it even on the signatures on the trophy and stuff.
I don't know any Washington YouTubers that are crazy like those two guys.
Skins fan all day.
Oh, him.
He's crazy. He crazy.
Yeah, he is. Ed Oliver's like.
Ed Oliver's,
he's like
made for TV. He's made for TV.
He talks about all Washington sports.
But it was cool to see that. But did you see this? The Giants. This for me, Joe Judge, I'm sorry. Joe Judge reminds me of a high school coach. And it may be because he's got Jason Garrett too, because Jason Garrett reminded me of a high school coach because whenever they lose, it's kind of like, it's okay, Johnny. We'll get them next time. Here's your participation trophy.
He's also Bill Belichick stamp of approval. And the only one that actually made it so far is the one from Tennessee that's the coach.
Well, okay. Danny Dimes throwing bad passes. So what does the coach do? All right, run some laps. What? That's what we did in high school, coach. You think that the professional athletes running some laps is going to make Danny Dimes a better quarterback? Are you serious?
Because he had to run every time we had bad plays when I was at least.
Y'all just better go. I tell you what, if that's going to be the reason why you run laps, you just better put track shoes on. Yeah, just put track shoes on because y'all going to be running a lot with Daniel Jones. Because you know Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. That's another one of those ones that they've anointed. Oh, the Giants' offense is going to be great. Yeah, okay. That's why. I just don't see it. I literally do not see it. And as my boy actually said,
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver?
Did y'all take that, Jobu?
Why do we get a wide receiver?
Oh, shit, he is a dog. That's a good pick, though.
Why'd you get a wide receiver? You got a quarterback who can't throw to any of them.
Yeah, but you got Joe Looney.
Yeah, they did pick up Looney, which that I love Joe Looney. Joe Looney, just for the mini Zeke jersey that he was wearing with the belly hanging out.
Like family. It's like family.
He really was. He reminded me of my cousin and everything. I mean, he had more facial hair and everything.
Him and Ray both remind us of our cousin.
But, at least he's with family. He's with Jason Garrett, so we're happy about that. So back to our Cowboys. See, y'all done got me, going through here. And I forgot to mention that the Washington football team, they're having some issues because they've got COVID that's kind of gone through. They've got 7 players, key players, on the offense and defense that right now are on the COVID list. And they'll be back by the time the season starts. But the thing is you can't afford to lose players. I mean, the Vikings, it's bad enough that you got Kirk Cousins as your quarterback, but you don't even have Kirk Cousins out there. Your first, your second, and your third round quarterbacks are all in COVID protocol. Who the hell's throwing out there? I mean, seriously. So this is where Michael Irvin was kind of saying, hey, get the COVID shots. You may still test positive, but if you do, having COVID is not as severe as if you didn't. At least that's what's being told, And this is where you got to look at it and say, if you're out there lifting these weights, if you're out there trying to get in shape, if you're out there taking medication for pains and stuff, you're trying to do everything to stay on the field. And if this is one of those things that they say helps to get on the field, then do that. Because you look at right now, the Cowboys are somewhere over the 80% threshold of being vaccinated, right? We haven't had anybody test positive, right? Washington and Minnesota are 2 of the lowest vaccinated teams, and you see both of them being hit really hard with COVID. So,
Washington, I'm not surprised.
Well, that's where Skins fan. You coming down to the train? Hell no, man. That's a COVID hotspot.
Well, besides that, the training camp is ass.
He says Justin Jefferson's playing quarterback.
Wait. Do they have porta potties at the training camp?
Yeah. Of course they have porta potties there. Yeah. You got all the people sitting on the hill and everything else, and you got Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's doing laps around. He's I'm running in the end zone. I'm gonna do me a lap around. I'm gonna take a victory lap and stuff with his old ass.
Because most of your players that would be tackling you are out. So I was like,
wait. See, look, I got so much stuff going on. Okay, so I got an email today, and he said it's in your mailbox, and so boom, it says, open during one of your live streams. See, and this is a good thing that people put instructions on, because you got to understand. Tammy Bell. We got a new one in here. What's up, Tammy Bell? Welcome to the Jobu Sports Report. Another one of the lovely ladies with the style and grace. All right. It's good that you put instructions on here, because I'm getting older. I'm getting a little bit of dementia, and I get forgetful, okay? So you have to remind me stuff. It's a good thing I got Michael around, because, a lot of times I miss things, and he's kind of like, Dad, wake up, you old fart. Okay. Where's all the Cowboys cockroach haters?
They're talking about the haters.
Where's all the Cowboy haters at your cockroaches? Okay, I'm lost on that. I'm sorry. Mark Stanton, hey, I am. Oh my God, I am ready. Woo! Hello, Mark. I'm sorry. Hello, Mark. My name is Sonny. I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan. I just wanted to send you this little DAC to you. D4K to you. I know how much a fan you are of him, as well as all of us. Well, some, right? You got that shit right, Sonny. This is something I had custom made for you, and was one of the individuals I thought of. Hope you like it. I lost my job when the pandemic went down last year, and the savings that I had invested in my business. For anyone out there going through some issues, please don't give up. Things will eventually fall into place. Mark, you have made an impact in all of our lives, and just a gesture of thank you, my brother. Keep doing your content. Be blessed and have a wonderful day. How about them Cowboys? Sincerely, Sunday. P.S. You can give away the promo code to all of your listeners. Thank you. Where's the promo code? Man, I appreciate this. Let's see. Let me change the angle here so you guys can check this out. Look at this. Hold up. Bam. Look at this. StarCity214.com. Star City Lab. There we go. Bam.
I want to put it.
I'm going to put that up someplace.
You might.
Okay.
If there's a promo
I got the S for the star. Thank you for shopping with us. Save 15% on your next purchase. Bam. Star City Labs.
We'll put in the community tab. We'll put in the community tab for y'all.
So let me check.
Y'all get some of that savings.
Hold up. I know where this. If this is a pin, I know exactly where this is going to go. Got to be gentle. You know, I just like to rip stuff open and all that, but I got to be careful because I don't want to. Well, damn. Bam. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little baby, Dak. It's a little baby. I'm going to figure out how to have that around Jobu's. I'm going to put that right around Jobu's neck right there. You know, so that way I appreciate that, Sonny. Sonny from Star City 214.com. Appreciate that, bro. Jobu will be wearing this at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So shout out to Sonny for sending that to me. All right, so where was I? I think I was saying that I forget a lot of shit and that Michael is here to help make sure I don't forget stuff. So where was I? See, what? You know, it's hard to find good help these days. It's just hard to find good help.
We're talking about the Giants.
Oh, the Giants beat. Oh, forget the Giants, man. Forget the Skins. Forget the Eagles. They're all ass.
Oh, no. You were talking about Philly 500.
He's a jinx.
Not having Washington's somebody YouTube thing. That was the last thing we were talking about.
Listen, forget that stuff because we're already halfway through the show right now, and we haven't said anything about the Pro Football Hall of Fame. From this moment forward, actually a couple hours before, everything is about getting ready for that first preseason game in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I'm going to be 100% real and honest with you guys. It's beginning to sink in right now but it's going to sink in more when you're sitting there when they're doing the inductions and you're with well, some of the stuff is kind of changing, evolving. See, like for example, I've got some of the letters from the media stuff. So for the Gold Jacket dinner, they have like a media area where we'll be all together and stuff. We're not actually in the tables up, but
are you gonna be around ESPN?
Oh, I'll be in there with all the other media. Okay, we'll have a badge that says media. Okay, get those mother humpers all over here. So that's things are evolving and changing because of COVID protocol. They're saying now that the city of Clark or county of Clark is saying masks for indoors and stuff are being recommended and so on because they are dealing with COVID and stuff. So. It's going to evolve how you're able to do interviews with people stuff. So I'm planning on that.
The Hall of Fame too, because I saw on their YouTube channel that you only go one way, so you can't like backtrack.
Right. Yeah.
To help with that too.
Well, this is
and you get a souvenir too. They give you a nice little pin as a souvenir.
Do we have to be? You know what? I didn't check. Do we need to get tickets to go into the hall? Okay, so we got to get tickets for that.
But they're discounted because of the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Well, they're doing that whole place is going to become like Disneyland.
I think it's like $2 or $3. I think it's like $3 or $4 off. So it's only like $20-some anyway.
Okay.
So they're not that expensive to begin with.
Eventually, there'll be a water park attached to it, which actually makes sense. My wife pointed out to me because I'm like, I'm not going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame to go.
I'm the one that said that. I'm the one that said in that video.
Was it you? Okay. Yeah, well, I know one of y'all said it. Okay.
I said it.
But it makes sense though because somebody sent me an email today and they said, "Hey, I'm going to come up for the to tailgate for the Washington game with you and stuff. Yeah. And my family's coming, but they're not going to the game. Do you know any hotels that would be good to go to?" And I said, "What you should probably do." I said it would be kind of expensive, but go to the MGM Grand. Because that's at National Harbor.
That's like $300.
But I'm just saying, because, see, here's the thing, though. You got to understand.
You can gamble. They have nice restaurants.
You got the whole harbor there. You can go. They can go on the Ferris wheel. They got all the different restaurants and the theaters, and they can go get. So you can say, "Okay, honey, here you go." You know, peace of mind is worth some money. Okay, because you put her in a hotel where there's nothing there to do, and she's, oh no, man. You know you're going to pay for it later. You got to pay one way or the other. You got to pay one way or the other. Shout out on that super chat, man. I appreciate that.
It was David Wiley.
Oh, it was David Wiley.
Talking about he's ready for the menu.
And see, this is what we're stepping up. Oh, but see, hold on. Before I go to David Wiley and stepping up, this is crazy to me because, Philadelphia, I haven't seen him in here yet. Haven't seen Toby, and Toby's not on the block list. Toby, we know the deal with Toby, but that's cool. That's cool. Live and let live. If people want to be a jackass, they can be a jackass.
We got something for those people.
This is crazy to me. Philadelphia, who's not in here because he always talks about, you've never seen your team play, in a high def in a Super Bowl, which is cool. That's cool.
The thing I have to say to him is, before this Super Bowl, the last time y'all won anything was the same year the Dallas Cowboys became a franchise.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on now. So you can't talk. We won 5 Super Bowls since last time y'all won something before this Super Bowl. So y'all can't talk.
Big Blue in the building. Are you finished running laps with the rest of the team, Big Blue? Because Daniel Jones can't hit nobody with no pressure. Are you running laps too? But no, all seriousness now. This is crazy to me because you have to understand, I grew up on the dawn of America's team. Zeppelin fan right now, somewhere between Arizona and here, there is a football that's pre-Roger Staubach, autographed by Tom Landry.
That has to be worse.
That's coming here. I've got to get the case that's UV protected because he's worried about it being, with the heat and everything in Arizona.
World probably has that.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're about $80, $90 and stuff, but they're basically made to preserve the football.
It's not bad.
You have to understand, that's what I grew up on.
Oh,
what?
Keep that same energy when we kick y'all teeth in.
Who said?
That's what our Giants fans said.
Or should have been
with our defense. With our defense.
It's nice to see a cockroach Giant fan from time to time. It's cool. You're welcome in here. Yeah, but remember, when you don't, make sure you keep that same energy, okay? Zeppelin fan, I'm in a California high in California. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, after singing Arizona, I'm thinking of my man Joseph Heatherly. But that's a piece of Cowboys history. And see, that's what I grew up on. See, if you go back through and you see that Monday Night Football game of Tony Dorsett running for 99 yards, I know it's fuzzy. I know it's old. I saw that game live on TV.
Yeah, but at the time it wasn't fuzzy.
Well, no, it was. That was great. I mean, you have to understand. Listen, you have to understand. I first started watching TV on black and white TVs. Okay,
Patrick Foley,
what's up?
I understand.
Can't to see what we got in store for us at the Hall of Fame. Oh, we're going to show you inside. The Hall of Fame is actually incredible. That's what we're going to show you footage of some of the sets and stuff. We probably won't see much text and stuff there. You just won't. You really just won't.
Did they take down the picture?
I don't know, but we'll find out when we're leaving because that was downstairs on the exit way as you're going out the door.
And the Houston Oilers stuff doesn't count.
It's kind of like when you go to the store and you're checking out and they got all the cheap shit right there at the aisle as you're walking out because they want you to get that last little buy and stuff like that. And see, that's what you get with the Texan stuff. It's the last stuff, the last thing for you to get a hold of. And maybe you'll buy something. Mark is ignoring Philadelphia. Is he in here? But anyway, that's cool. That's cool. But see, this is what's crazy to me because I grew up as my heroes and my superstars watching Roger Staubach throwing the Hail Mary to Drew Pearson. Those were my childhood memories. Those were my heroes. I mean, to me, that was like my Superman. For me to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame this week and see them enshrined forever and to be able to cover it, I'm almost speechless at this. I mean, honestly, I am literally like in awe because think about, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old you are. Think about the people that you watched and just like in awe. If it was Michael Jordan, okay? Or if it were, Greg Louganis, the diver, whoever it is. But to be able to go to their tribute as one of 350 of the very best that ever did it, to have worshiped them as a kid, to be able to go there and see them at their finest moment, I'm at awe. I'm just like.
And you actually met Drew Pearson.
Oh, Drew, and one of the nicest people you ever meet. But he'll talk some trash.
Of course he will.
He will talk some trash. Miss Jackie,
and he'll thank Philly
what's up,
too.
Miss Jackie. This is to me. I'm humbled. You just don't know how much it means to me, and I want to make sure that I do a really good job and that everybody has a great time. So that's where we are. So back to what's coming up. Like I said, we know D-Law's not going to be there. We know Dak's not going to be there. We know Tristan Hill's not going to be there. Tristan Hill might not be on the team.
Okay with that.
We know that Amari Cooper is not going to be there. And Amari Cooper... Amari Cooper is like a magician. He is a tactician on the field. The way he can run routes is just like, damn. I think part of the problem with Amari Cooper is, like, you got his autograph, didn't you? He is just like, it's like he's not even there. It's like, can you check his pulse? Is he breathing? When you're used to getting guys like T.O., get your popcorn ready, or Chad Ochocinco.
Or who's
where basically, he's got his future Hall of Fame jacket that he's trying to put on. You're used to wide receivers being that diva, that guy that makes some noise, that makes you say, oh, yeah, that guy. You can't forget him because he never shuts the hell up.
Or Deion Sanders.
But he was a kick returner and
I'm saying,
part-time wide receiver.
I'm just saying,
but that mentality. Amari Cooper doesn't say anything. But here's the thing that I'm still kind of like, we were told that he might not be ready for the start of training camp.
That's past the start.
We're 2 weeks in, and he's still not ready. And this is where I'm sorry.
Hey,
look,
time for Simeon to step up.
I'm not saying no. I mean, this is where you wonder: is this real? That it's still? Is there something major here wrong? We're talking about right now, Dak Prescott's broken bone. Dak Prescott having not one but two surgeries. Okay? Remember, completely broken. Remember, they went in and cleaned out his ankle. That took less time than Amari Cooper right now. The fuck is going on?
A clean break, though.
Clean break, okay, clean break and a clean out on his foot. Amari Cooper just had a clean out on his foot early January. This is 8 months later. So when they say, oh, well, Carson Wentz, he'll be out 5 to 12 weeks having a bone taken out, that's 3 months. We're talking about 8 months for Amari Cooper. What the hell is going on with that foot that is taking that long? People have torn Achilles tendons and come back in 8 months sometimes.
Yeah, Sherman, he ruptured 2 of them and still was able to play. He might be retiring soon, but he was still.
Thank you, Michael. Leave Coop alone. We always come. I'm sorry, Miss Jackie. I can't question. No, I just want to listen. I want Amari Cooper out there beasting. I want to make sure that we go out here, we score 40 points a game. So when we see these giant idiots over here, or those Eagles idiots, or the Washington idiots, that we double, that we do a 40 burger on them and to do that, we need Amari Cooper. And I'm wondering, what is going on? I don't mean to piss you off, Miss Jackie, but what is going? I mean, seriously.
That's why they got the best wide receivers last year.
Well, CD,
because he might be number 1, maybe number 2 if Coop's not ready. And they got Simeon. We'll see what he's made of.
Well, here's the thing.
Some of that
okay,
brunt.
so What the Cowboys are talking about, though, with Dak is Dak playing in the preseason. They're talking about him playing against the Cardinals.
I mean, I would say at least a series. I would say at least a series, maybe maybe a quarter. I mean, I'll be okay with that.
I'd be okay with him not playing at all.
Yeah, but he wants to play.
I mean, we're talking about less than 2 weeks. Okay? We play on Thursday the 5th, right? That's the Hall of Fame game. They're talking about playing the next Friday.
Yeah, so
I don't need to see. You know what? I know what Dak can do. Tony Romo didn't play much in preseason. Well, he did that last year. A couple of plays, and boom, there went his career. I don't need to see Dak out there with some young punk that's out there saying, I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm trying to make a roster spot. Let me jack up Dak Prescott. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that. But we're saying Dak will be okay to play after having what happened to him, and Amari Cooper has yet to practice. I'm just kind of like, you got to ask some questions on, was this more severe than what we let on? We were told this was just a simple cleanup.
And that's why we drafted a wide receiver.
Well, we drafted CD because nobody thought CD would have a chance. And that's where that goes back to the whole thing of best player available.
Sammy was the best wide receiver available at that pick.
Well, arguably, he was the best wide receiver there. I mean, well, had Dak stayed there, the fact that he had as many yards as he did with the mismatch of quarterbacks that we had playing is a tribute to him. Had Dak been there, he'd been well over 1,000 yards. Now, Justin Jefferson, he was not asked, besides Philly saying he was going to be. Justin Jefferson was a beast. Now, we'll see if he has a sophomore slump or if he's going in there. But you look at CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is catching footballs everywhere, whether it's tight coverage, wide open, Hail Marys, short routes in the slot, outside. I mean, he is literally, bouncing up. I mean, he is, there's no catch with him. It's a damn catch every time. And you have to be excited about that. And that's where you got to look at it and say the Dallas Cowboys, contrary to what I looked at, I was like, I don't want another wide receiver. I was like, we need to focus in on the defense. And I'm okay with I was wrong. I'll admit it. I was wrong. You had to take him.
Well, CD, yes, and then Simeon is productive. I'm cool with that pick at number.
Thomas Garrett says it's all mind games, and you know what? It could be made for TV drama. Well, I mean, it could be made for. What?
Hard Knocks. That could be the Hard Knocks story.
Well,
Amari Cooper.
Is
he going to play? Is he going to not play? Is he going to be ready for the season? Hard Knocks. That might be. Yeah, it might be made for TV.
Kurt Morgan, welcome to the Jobu. What? I thought I. Oh, here it is. Because nope, that's not it either. Damn, where did it go?
Yeah, it actually makes sense now if you're talking about Hard Knocks.
Here we go. So there was no sound to this, but literally. Here's a teaser, a tease of Zeke Elliott with his bags, okay, trying to find his room. Literally, look, is this the right one? He's still walking around. I'm going to cry. Am I up there? He's looking up there. There's no way. Wrong room. The key didn't work. Oh, man. I hope this is it right here. And then finally, yes. Whoopee, whoop, whoop. Okay, so this is the teaser. Glad we finally made it. And then HBO, Hard Knocks, Dallas Cowboys, August 10th. Choose your plan. $9.99 a month. Okay, so you see how that's rolling. Of course that's rolling. Keith M. Boy, super chats are coming in hard and fast in here tonight. Appreciate that, everybody. No, it airs August 10th. August 5th will be the Hall of Fame game.
Oh, so that's a Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll premiere after the.
Oh, so are you doing a live? Are you doing a live stream watch party?
No, it'll be Monday night, the 10th, isn't it? You're right. That is Tuesday. You're right.
Yeah, because we'll be back on that.
Jay Lombardi says, "Read my super chat."
But the question is, are you going to do a watch party on Tuesday?
Mark, I was going to Oxnard watching Coop running consistently during practice. He's good. They're just saving him for games. I hope that's the case.
Or
Trevor says Danny Piso is weak. Barkley's hurt, and you got a jiggle trash, bro. Cheese Nuts, New York. Oh man. Oh, the Jay Lombardi, Thomas Garrett. It's all mind games, Mark.
Yeah, because of Hard Knocks.
It could be. Jay Lombardi. Just to remind you that Daniel Penny Jones only threw for 11 TDs and 10 interceptions with healthy in 13 games, mind you. Eli Manning looked a lot sucker. Danny lookalike sucker, if you ask me. Ooh,
looks like he's worse.
I mean, seriously. And Barkley, dude is on. As much as they hoopla they make about him, you realize he's only got like 2,100 yards rushing so far in his career.
The hoopla about him is because him and Zeke Elliott went to high school together. The only reason they compared them two together because they went to high school together.
I'm sorry.
I was like, yeah, that's why they make the comparison all the time with him and Zeke. They went to school together.
Jessica in the house. Long time no see. Oh, what's up, Jessica? How you doing? Yeah. We got a lot to do to get ready for this trip.
Yeah, now I got to work in the morning.
I got to get the grill ready. Got to go out and buy chicken wings. We got to do all that stuff. So the Cowboys got to get on the practice field tomorrow, see if Dak is going to be throwing.
They got to make the menu with David Wiley tomorrow.
Oh, we got that too. And they're going to be headed to, oh my God, they're going to be headed. I can't believe it. Wow.
This year's going by fast. It's half over. The year's half over.
Well, training camp's half over.
I'm talking about the year's half over. Before you know it's going to be Christmas.
We got to understand Cooper played the entire season hurt, so I understand it's taking a little longer. The Giants rookie offensive line will be defensive rookie will be okay.
Reven,
what's going on? Daniel Jones will be a new Mr. Ass Fumble. I think he's actually got a record number of fumbles to start his career. Let Coop rest what he got to prove. It's not what you got to prove. It's to get the timing and everything down. But okay, all right. Point taken. Point taken by you guys. I will chill. I will take it easy. I won't talk about Amari Cooper. I'm just worried about him. Kirk Morgan, I'm back and I had to start over, dude. Oh, okay. All right, no problem, Kirk. No problem, man. I appreciate you. Gina, not yet. Mark, where have you been? Michael Wright. Mark, where have you been? This is Mike Tassone? Okay. I've been here. I'm here all the time. Most people say you need to go someplace else because we're tired of seeing you here all the time. Isn't Dak's arm hurting him right now?
I thought it was his shoulder.
It's actually his shoulder is sore from actually throwing deep passes to receivers that are dimes, as opposed to Daniel Jones's arm being completely rested because he's literally throwing the football on the ground 10 feet in front of him. So you don't work, your arm doesn't get messed up when that's what you're throwing, okay? That doesn't, oh, okay. I mean, look, I can do this all day because this is Daniel Jones. Oh, I don't want to throw. Okay, I don't want this. This is signed by Hall of Famers and stuff. I don't want to throw this one. I don't want to do a Daniel Jones with this one.
For that one too.
Yeah, I do. I need to put one on each side. But yeah, you know, literally, this is Daniel. Okay, you don't hurt your arm throwing like that. Dak has more rushing yards than Barkley. There you go, Jay. Shout out on that one.
Of course, because Barkley's
Daniel said a hell of a Jones. Crazy Corvette, what's going on? So we'll see what the Cowboys do tomorrow in practice. Like I said, it won't be a whole lot that, I mean, they're not going to be going that hard at it because they know they actually are going to be playing against somebody else against the Steelers.
And the Rams are going to be televised.
And the Rams on Saturday. That's going to be, that's where you need to buckle up.
Is that before the induction ceremony?
It'll be during the day. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It should be.
Yeah.
But see, that's where I understand why they have the game on Thursday night, because they had that one year where they had the induction ceremony and they tried to paint the field and the field wasn't dry, so it messed up.
Green Bay was playing that game, I remember, and they canceled it.
Probably Aaron Rodgers was probably bitching about the field or something. You know, you know how he is.
I think it was, but I don't remember what the reason was why.
So that's why they play the game first, and then we'll get that out of the way. But see, I think that this is actually would be a great team building event. When they played Washington Jason Garrett's last year here, they spent an extra day and they went to the African American Museum, you know, to just kind of get a perspective of, you know, something different. And for me, with all of the Cowboys that are already there, I mean, the cornerstone, the guys that made America's team, with Roger Staubach and Drew Pearson, you know, when you look at that combination right there, when you think about Charlie Waters, you know, and doing the induction for Cliff Harris, you're talking about the cream of the crop as far as royalty for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, of course, Jerry's going to be there too, you know, with his gold jackets. But get those guys there to see what it really meant to be a Dallas Cowboy, so that star actually has meaning on your head. You don't want to be, you know, the Taco Charltons when they see a Charles Haley and say, who? That guy, that old guy, and not care.
You should know who Charles Haley.
I'm just saying, and see,
especially
but
as a defensive player.
Again, most of these guys weren't alive when the Cowboys were
be saying,
great.
Who? Charles Haley.
Okay, well, Taco didn't have it all upstairs, okay?
I mean,
and that's why he's not doing that. I mean, you know, that's not what he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. Let's put it that way.
I mean, he at least went to a Super Bowl, but he really didn't do much in the Super Bowl. Made 2 or 3 plays. That's about it.
Cowboys up north, love it. I love it, man. I gotta, you know, my wife comes down and she's kind of like, you kind of need to rearrange. You know, she kind of decorates, and she's like, you got too much stuff. You need to rotate things in. And in fact, my man Dave, my man Dave said what I need to do is make a subtle change. And the first person who figures out what the subtle change is from the other show gets a prize. It's kind of like trying to find Where's Waldo. So you get used to seeing stuff in one place, and it's like, oh, I got to go back. What's missing? What's missing? So we might be doing that in the future. Before we get ready to do this drawing, not sure if we're going to be doing the fantasy football show on Saturday, but Stu has to go to a premiere for Fantasy Football Top 100, so he may not be in here right now. But if you are interested in joining the Jobu Sports League, we have a Discord channel. And we're having, like, Philly 500 is going to be in there. Rashid's going to be in there. My man DMV is going to be in there. I'm going to be in there. We're setting up, you know, leagues, and we'll do as many leagues in there as we have people who want to go in there. So we will be doing a draft show on the 14th of August, and then we'll have another one on the 21st. So if you're interested in getting fantasy football and you are, you know, a newbie like me, it's okay, because we have a lot of people to help you with that. My man Corey and Stuart will answer any questions and help you and stuff. And the way it actually works with ESPN, there's Stu. Stu, can you put the Discord? Can you pop it on there for me? If you don't know how to do it, the kind of cool thing is ESPN site, you can have it on auto draft and just let them pick your team for you, and they'll pick the best player by their ratings and stuff for each position. You know, you don't have to be, the guy that has, you know, the whole wall filled out with every player and everything else. There are guys that are that good. My man Corey is like that, where you look at this board, he can tell you anything and everything about every player out there. But that's just not me. It's just not me. And Gina, of course, was at training camp having a ball. Gina, I love the pictures that you put on Instagram on there. There you go, Stu. Stu's got that right there. Boom. Let me pop that. Let me pin that at the top. So if you are, and even if you're not interested in fantasy football, check out the Discord channel. If you are a channel member, there's actually some extra perks that are in there for you to get. If you got questions about anything football related, we'll get to you on that. And it'll keep you up to speed with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys and so on. And with that being said, Patrick Foley. I'm in here first time JSR Fantasy League. See, Patrick Foley's in there. Not to be confused with Axel Foley. We have Patrick Foley. Shout out to you, Patrick. Boom.
Take the money out, all of it.
All right. And with that being said, when he gets finished with that one, we'll go ahead and get ready to do a drawing. I don't think my man came in. We did not hear from him.
Well, then it's too late. Or maybe we didn't hear from him.
Oh, Crazy Corvette. No, you didn't.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years.
Jay Lombardi's talking about Glory Hole Days.
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was Glory Hole Days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that,
I won't mix some glory holes. All right, Mike, you ready to do this drawing?
So I have that.
So. Round and round, round and round. Here we go. Round and round, round and round. Donny Pesos. It's Danny Kenny Asparadime. Who?
This guy's gonna be happy.
Who? Who we got? Juan Cruz. Juan Cruz, who was recently became another daddy. Juan Cruz, you are a winner. In fact, Juan, it's kind of cool because you emailed me this morning and said, what did you say this morning?
You got his email.
Oh, no, well, I got his email. He basically said, good morning, you the man. I appreciate that. But don't worry. Listen, don't worry. If you didn't win this time, don't worry. It's okay. Be cool. Because we're doing these drawings every show. So we appreciate it because you guys have made everything possible. And, I try to. There's always people out there that hate you and want to go after you and stuff, and it's kind of sad and pathetic. My whole thing in my life is much like the motto of this channel, which is spread the mojo, okay? I believe we got to all look out for each other, and if I can do something to make somebody else happy every day, then I feel like my life actually has purpose. And I have been blessed with so many people that have helped me in so many different ways. And I think about Miss Jackie, who, she's sent me great shirts, her and Miss Anita and things like that. But not only doing that, and believe me, I'm not asking anybody, you don't have to send me anything. You don't feel like you got to do anything. I'm just saying that people have helped so much. Gina, who just comes through, both Ginas, that just in case I missed something, boom, they send you a text. Hey, here's some breaking news. In fact, because I didn't know that Carson Wentz was going into the ninth until damn Gina actually sent me a text that said Carson Wentz is going underneath the night. And I was like, damn, Gina, thank you for that update. Without the support of all of you guys that have done this stuff from when I started out, literally sitting over there in front of the TV, when I started doing the B.A.M. show, I actually had a Dallas Cowboys fold-up chair that I sat in, outdoor chair. And I sat in front of that with my cell phone. Shoot, that wasn't even the Note 9. What phone was that? Shit.
I don't even think
like the 6? I don't even remember what the phone. But literally, doing the show with that one. Videotapes, we are a part of NFL. Oh, videotapes, that was key. That was key.
Yeah, and so are you?
What's that?
Or Charles Taylor special, you're part of the NFL.
Yeah, okay. And it's grainy. It's grainy, okay? I can say, I got 2 seconds in there. Boom, there he is on the sideline. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. But this week is going to be big. I'm sorry. I don't know however else to put it. I just hope that I don't let everybody else down because it's really a big, big moment to see Drew Pearson finally, after the hell that he went through the year before, where literally I still think that was just cold. Having all those people around, cameras right there, it's like, oh, sorry, you're not getting in front of everybody. And then, of course, finally this year getting in. It's going to be a special night to have Roger Staubach inducting him. And to think Troy Aikman inducting Jimmy Johnson.
They had the fallen out, supposedly. And they made up over fish.
Well, that's what, that's what Troy Aikman kind of said. Yeah, okay, if you want to take it that way. Jimmy likes to say it was over the fish that they fixed that situation. But
it's all good.
You guys will be sick of seeing us. There's Eddie. Eddie's going on the trip there with us. Eddie's going to meet us there. You're not going to let anybody down. You're absolutely rocking it. I don't know about that. But, at least, look, I don't know if you guys can see this, but shout out to my wife because she's like, you need to clean up some. I know you broke-ass media, but you can't look like broke-ass media. So that's where she got Got my shirts here. Okay, there, boom. So it says Jobu Sports Report. All right, and it's a polo shirt. So it's like, okay, all right. So we got blue, we got red, we got white. So we got different colors. Do I wish Troy would take over as GM?
No.
You know, here's the interesting. That's an interesting question.
What happened to Denver?
Well,
okay.
It's
okay to find a quarterback.
They can't, which is crazy that Elway can't. But he was smart enough to recognize, let me get Peyton Manning because, and they won a Super Bowl. But sometimes guys who are great players don't necessarily make the best GMs or coaches. That's the thing that's kind of, crazy. Because sometimes you get guys that you say, oh, well, he's a Hall of Famer, quarterback. And then they're ass as a coach.
Now, commentators.
It's one thing to have the skills. It's another to teach. And usually, Howard Floyd, you were on my mind yesterday because I was like, I have not seen Howard Floyd in a while because I was out there looking at the fish. Your fish is about this big now. He's about this big. What's going on, Howard? I hope everything is well. Howard, you haven't been here. I don't know if you've been watching the channel and stuff. You're one of those people that I have to thank big time because it's guys like you that have supported this channel and helped this thing grow so much that we are going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame as media to cover the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. So shout out to Howard Floyd too, one of the many, 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 many people that have been a part of the Jobu Sports Report. And this year, we're going to try and grow some things. That's where, like we're saying, Saturdays are our fantasy football days with Stuart and Corey. We're trying to educate. There's a lot of people that are into fantasy football. I want to make sure we get that covered. And even my man, Philly 500, I need to talk to him about doing something regular with him. Because he's cool, people.
I thought you already did something regular.
Well, I mean, we do, but on a regular basis, though. Okay? I mean, so, especially with this season, he's going to have a lot of time because his team's going to be out of it early. He's going to have a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah, come week.
Eddie
boy.
Dear Mark, I sincerely hope that what you're saying right now is not about me. I mean, after we know my coaching was awesome, even though I wasn't a great quarterback and signed with, oh, Lordy.
Oh, Eddie. Eddie.
I'm trying not to remember Jason Garrett days. I'm trying to look forward to good days ahead, okay?
Life is good without Mr. Garrett.
Jason Garrett's that guy that, you want for your friend, but sometimes your friend is not the best one to lead you into a firefight.
True on that.
Sorry. I'm a lot of people didn't, when we hired Dan Quinn, and some of y'all know who you are. Some of y'all are like, why are we bringing in that loser? And I kept saying, like, loser? I was like, yeah, loser, what you mean? They're like, you saw them lose in the Super Bowl and give up that big league. And I was just kind of like,
at least they went to
I was like, thank you. I was kind of like, let me see if I get this straight.
I mean, they had the curse.
He made it to the Super Bowl. Look, Jobu was like, Joe, you saw that, didn't you? Jobu literally just fell out. He's like, come on.
Yeah, but they had the MVP curse.
Well, I'd be happy if we went to the Super Bowl. I mean, at least I can say we went to another Super Bowl. Right now, we ain't done jack. And when you think about Atlanta, because Atlanta wasn't like Atlanta was New England and always going to Super Bowls. Matty Ice had never won a playoff game until Dan Quinn got there. He was like Mr. One and Done every time he was like Andy Dalton. And the thing with Dan Quinn is, I don't know that he should ever be a head coach again.
That's what I think.
No, and I'm not, okay.
I think
Dan Quinn, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say, no, okay, listen.
That's why I'm feeling that what's going to be head coach.
You see him, I wish I was there at training camp with him, but the clips you see him, he is hands-on. He is a teacher, okay? You have some people that are organized, that are people that have a vision and can delegate and everything. He is a guy who has so much to teach. Nashre, got your email. We'll get your shot glass out there for you tomorrow before we go. He's a guy that can teach. He has so much knowledge and skill and things that translates to the players. You know, when we saw my main man over there, Gallimore, talking about when the pad's going on, it's time to smack him down. You know, I was just like, oh.
Or did he say that this is a real training camp?
This is a real training camp. And that you see these guys going after it, you realize that's the heat that we were missing last year, that fire, that desire, and the skills that he's implementing on there. And see, not everybody can do that. And as a head coach, you don't have time to do all that hands-on teaching and educating the guys. You've got to watch and see what everybody is doing around there. And that's where Rod Marnelli, I think Rod Marnelli was the coach of the Lions when they were 0-16.
I believe he was.
Okay? And I'm not saying that
I think Kellen Moore might have been their quarterback then, too.
That Rod Marnelli is the greatest defensive coach out there. But Rod Marnelli, it was like that defensive line whisperer. He took guys that knew, you know, that, damn, I can't think of his name now because he's my man's frat brother, George Selvey. George Selvey was on 4 teams in 4 years, I think had 3 sacks. And when we signed him, we were like, who? Oh, man, get this bum out of here, man. What is this trash? But he took George Selvey and got that guy up to 7 sacks. He got paid to go to the Giants and everything else. But he has taken guys on the defensive line and done great things with them. But he was not the head coaching type. He was better as a position coach. I will say Norv Turner. Norv Turner, you can't argue with him as a offensive coordinator. You saw what he did with the Cowboys. But as a head coach with Washington, with San Diego, Wade Phillips, that's another one. Wade Phillips, ass as a head coach. But as a defensive coordinator, one of the greatest minds in football.
Denver and the Rams.
And the Rams to the Super Bowl, right. That's where you look at it and say, maybe this is Dan Quinn. That Dan Quinn is that guy who's better off being that coordinator. Because he looks happy to me. He looks, seeing the press conferences, he looks happy, excited, like he's ready to go. And I'm living the dream right now with the Dallas Cowboys. So thank you, Mark. We had a great trip. I guarantee you had a great trip. Shout out Eddie. I can't wait to see you on Thursday, Eddie.
Take the money out, all of it.
Yeah, he'll miss us. But hey, he's going to be there at the game.
Oh, yeah.
We got 8 seats all there together. We got the whole Jobu section in there. Eddie Franks, what's up? See, I don't know that I like the OG. Because when I see OG, I think of old guy. I know it's supposed to be original gangster. I just think old guy. That's what they're trying to say is, oh, you the original gangster. No, what you're saying is I'm just old as dirt. That's what you're really saying, but I appreciate it. I completely agree. I mean, I'm seeing competition at pretty much every position. This team is not the same team. And I like the fact that tomorrow is the Eagles' first padded practice. Their first padded practice. We've already got a week of pads behind us. We're about to have our first game. I feel like we're ahead of so many teams, not only because of training camp starting early because of the Hall of Fame game, but also because of the participation that we had. Holy smoke. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. Howard Floyd is back. Oh, damn. Howard, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Uh-oh. Mike, we got to do it. We got to do another drawing. Got to give away a Joe Barty. Got to give it with Joe Barty in the name of Howard Floyd. As soon as Michael finishes writing all these down, we'll do another draw. Because Howard Floyd, I made this thing originally when I did the first Joe Barty that anytime anybody does a $100 super chat, they get a Joe Barty. Howard's got his Joe Barty, and he's done super chats and stuff before, and it's like, do a drawing for it. So we're going to do a drawing for it. As soon as you get those in there, tonight's going to be a double up night. Double up night. Hot damn. I love a double up night. Let me know when you're ready. I'm getting ready. Giants aren't even in New York. Well, true. But Dallas, the Cowboys aren't exactly in Dallas. They're in Arlington. So, I mean, and in Washington, they're in Maryland and D.C. I mean, Maryland and Virginia. All right, here we go. Round and round, round and round. We're giving away a Joe Bardi. Joe Bardi. Joe Bardi. Joe Bardi. Wiki, 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 wiki. Wiki, 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 wiki. Wiki, 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 wiki. Wiki, 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 wiki. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Cruising 26. That's a stinking Giant fan. I know Cruise. I ain't seen Cruising in here in a while. Cruising. I'll post it in the community tab. Juan Cruz won the autograph shirt, and Cruising 26 wins a Joe Bardi. Shout out to my man Howard Floyd. Howard. Thank you so. Oh my God, Howard. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you've done. Philadelphia. So he is your cheerleader? Who's a cheerleader?
I have no idea.
You fake ass. Oh, Jay Lombardi going deep on him. Oh man. All right. So what else do we have to talk about here, Mike? Is there anything else we got?
No.
Before we get out of here, I have been going like crazy today. I don't think I've actually had dinner today. I didn't have breakfast, didn't have lunch, didn't have. Oh well, who cares? I'm on adrenaline, but at least it's not this.
I fire Howard. Fucking fire. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has more to prove now, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's an ass. He's stupid. I fired his ass. I fired his ass. I mean, how he's got this stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
The big jigs. Did I take care of the echo problem? Did anybody? I think I finally figured it out. Tony Perry, email, bam, right there. CowboysMark94 Gmail. Email me right there, and I'll get back in touch with you. I think Law said that I think he reached out to him, but just email me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Howie's got to be stupid. I should settle before Tony Soprano shows up at your door. Have a safe trip. Tony, yeah, we're going to be careful. We're going to make sure we mask up. I know some of y'all say, what are you doing that for? But hey, you know what? I'd rather be safe than sorry. We're going to be eating like crazy. David Wiley, who's a chef, is going to be with us. I'm actually working on getting my grill. Big time echo on that video. Are you sure about that? See, I think Robert's playing with me on that one.
Yeah, I did.
I think, see, that's a troll in there playing. Big time echo on it. Maya Denson, how are you doing? I don't recognize the name, but you are one of the lovely ladies with style and grace. Shout out to you. Welcome to the Jobu Sports Show. Cruising 26, good. Thumbs up. Well, if you see anybody see Cruising, he's probably hiding because Daniel Jones stinks. Robert says, I had an echo. Are you sure about the echo that's playing right now? Is that the echo you're talking about? Sheila says, yeah, there's an echo. Are you sure about that? It shouldn't be. I think y'all are playing with me. There shouldn't be an echo. See, I'm not troll. Does everyone keep going? Well, just check it. Robert, I just don't recognize you before, but see, I get people on it all the time. I didn't hear an echo. Okay. Good stuff, Mark, as always. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I tell you what. I'll go back through and I'll check the show afterwards and see if there's an echo on it, but there shouldn't have been. On the Philly video? Okay, then tell me if there's one on this. Wait a minute, let me try a different one because maybe that's. I'll do this one because this is more fun. Then I can go through and check it myself.
You're up, and then James Harris.
Jimmy Johnson, let me first say congratulations on getting into the Hall of Fame. Watching that live on television, that raw emotion was just beautiful. I have so many questions for you. I think about the only way I can get them in is to get a cooler beer and head out on fishing with you. But leaving the University of Miami and coming to the Dallas Cowboys, and at that time they were basically broke, busted, and thoroughly disgusting to watch. Having gone from the pinnacle down to the depths, what was that like? And the second part of this question would be, played football at JMU and Charles Haley, and knowing the character that he is, and all the personalities that you had with the Cowboys, how were you able to them and keep them focused on the grand prize, which was winning?
Well, first of all, people look back on it and they say it was an easy decision to leave University of Miami. But we had gone through 4 straight seasons where we played a national schedule and been on national television every other week and only lost 2 regular season games. And so we had a powerhouse football team, and I knew it was going to continue that way because we had a great, group of talent. And then going to Dallas, Tom Landry is one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Okay.
But they had 3 straight losing seasons. They are at the bottom of the NFL at 3-13 because they just didn't have any talent. And and obviously there were some older players that helped us, in winning our Super Bowls. But a lot of it had to do with, I brought in Tony Wise, my offensive line coach, and he put together what is considered one of the greatest offensive lines in NFL history. But he did it with a free agent defensive tackle, Mark Tuinei, at left tackle. He did it with a left guard where the previous staff said get rid of him because he was too fat, Nate Newton. We took a 3rd round pick, 245-pound offensive guard. I asked Tony, I said, can you convert him to a center? He said, I'll make him into a center. So we moved Stepnoski to center. And then we took a 7th round pick, Kevin Gogan, who had struggled his early years. We moved him to guard and took a 3rd round pick, Eric Williams, at right tackle. So, those players hadn't developed, but Tony Wise was able to develop them into a great offensive line. And so, the combination of having some great assistant coaches and acquiring a lot of talent with 51 trades in 5 years, we were able to win that Super Bowl. So it was a great feeling.
Thank you very much on that.
I'll follow up about Charles Haley.
Yes, he was a character.
He was a character, but he is one of my favorites. Charles and I developed a great relationship after a few rocky roads there early in his career at Dallas. We had a couple of run-ins, but we really got together. Really, he came into my office after I had berated him a couple of times at one of the ball games. And he said, Coach, he said, if you will just get on to me one-on-one in your office, he said, I'll do anything in the world for you. I love playing for you. He said, but just don't embarrass me in front of the other players. And I said, Charles, I may not always be able to do that, but I'll try. But from that time forward, we had a great relationship, and he was a big part of us winning Super Bowls.
Thank you very much. And how about them Cowboys?
I should have trademarked that.
James Harris.
Okay, I got it straightened out. There's like, for each input in there, they have a speaker, they have a headphone, then they have a yellow. If you click on auto, it goes yellow or red. And you got to figure out the right combination. And unfortunately, I had them all clicked on, and that's why we got that. But actually, Eddie, who did a $25 super chat, he's got a request. Eddie, here you go.
Yeah. What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got some. Oh, damn, he a dog.
shit, he is a dog. But why was he? That's a good pick, though.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Immortal 72. I get it. You must be the brother of Philadelphia, or at least a cousin, because you guys have basically the same material. Oh, man. Welcome, Immortal. Welcome. All right, y'all. It's been a long day, and it is time to get ready to get up out of here. Lord knows, your sound is low now, Mark? Okay. Mic check. The sound was low for Rashid on that one? Oh, sorry. Actually, I forgot. I turned mine off. Forgive me. I'm just fucking up. That's why it's time to go ahead and get your shot glass ready. Just get your shot glass ready. All right? I forgot to turn my mic down when I was trying to listen to that to make sure I didn't put it in there. All right, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. Talk Trash is. Let me clarify something. I don't know who you are. News Bar Sports. Okay. You're new here. You're new here. Okay. Listen. Most of my demographics are people that are, 35, 45, 55, 65. And I'm kind of an old guy that's standing on my front lawn, okay, that's telling you to get the hell off my yard. and the lovely ladies that we have and stuff in here and the people that we have in here, we're actually here for real talk. It's not a come in, F you, bomb, this, that, and the other type of a show. And I get it that may be what you're looking for, but this is not necessarily the place for it. So if that's not what you're looking for, then feel free that, you choose to be here. You choose to come into my house, so don't come into my house, okay, with dog shit on your shoes and track it all over the place and think that that's okay, because I wouldn't do that to your house, all right? So with that being said, I appreciate everybody who's been in here, okay? And like I said, I'm an old guy that I enjoy having fun. We talk a little trash and things like a little trash within reason. But if you're coming in just to be an asshole, I don't need you, okay? So you're more than welcome to stay. Just understand. I don't know okay. Again, if you're talking about a player getting hurt, or I don't know I didn't see what was in there. I'm just letting you know what it is on here. So guys, if he's not crossing the line, then let him speak, okay? With that being said, it's definitely time to get up on out of here. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year, start the same old thing again.